Your season starts now. Don't forget, work on installing your game plan prior to this week's matchup. These players are on the last year of their contract. Resign. Cap room is how much money. The closer your contract proposal is to the design. This is the last opportunity to resign your players, or they will become free agents. All combine stats, such as the 40-yard dash, are now available in scouting. Check it out. Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
The Giants are now on the clock. Adam, what can you tell us about the Giants' newest player?
If you read Matt Miller's weekly draft stock report, you've seen this kid's name mentioned almost every week. He started the season relatively quiet, but each game he showed more and more of what scouts love to see. No doubt about it, this kid plays with heart and he plays tough. Watching him on the field, you can clearly see him go 100% and never waver. And on the sidelines, he looks like a natural leader, firing up his teammates or keeping them composed when necessary. I can see why scouts like Matt Miller have fallen in love with him. The coach and players have to be excited to have him on the team now.
Our very own Adam Schefter has more to say about this pick.
He's only been around the game of football for a few years, but when you look at his combine, you can see why he had so much success in college. This guy is pure athlete, and he looked faster than any of the other defensive linemen in the class. Matt Miller used his split times in the 40 and broad jump numbers to make the point that this kid has one of the fastest first steps of anyone in the class. He's the type of lineman that can get free from the block and be in the quarterback's face in an instant. He's a dynamic defensive lineman that can provide an immediate boost in production for this team's defense.
The Chargers are now on the clock. All right, now that the pick's in, let's go to Adam. Adam, what can you tell us about this guy?
Following a relatively quiet last season in school, he came into off-season workouts and was mediocre in every appearance, but promised to show improvement in his.
You have a player that is all healed up from injury and available to play. Make sure your squad's ready to fire on all cylinders by prepping this week's game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Get ahead on your preparations for this week's game by setting up your game plan. Before we go any further, make sure to install your game plan for your upcoming. Here are all the players that will appear in the upcoming. Select to scout this player and unlock his. Each skill unlock will cost you. Unlock this player's true skill rank. You just found a diamond in the rough. This means up. This is the last opportunity to resign your players, or they will become free agents. All combine stats such as the 40-yard dash are now available in scouting. Check it out. Each player now has a combine grade. Combine performance tells you how his speed,
The Dolphins are now on the clock. Let's go to Adam now, who's got more on the 49ers' latest pick.
One of the more underrated aspects of the combine are the player interviews. I spoke with a handful of NFL scouts and GMs to get a feel for who stood out for better or worse, and his name came up almost every time. One GM even put a grade on the interview, giving him a solid A+. The number one thing I heard about him was how well spoken he was and how he showed his football intelligence on every answer. Some teams even had him use the board to chart some plays, and he did so flawlessly. A lot of GMs would love to have a locker room full of guys like him, so it's no wonder he was just drafted. Now we just need to see if he can really play or if his charisma and intelligence got him farther than it should have.
Adam, what can you tell us about that last pick?
He was one of the favorites to come out of the pro days purely for his want and desire to do everything the coaches and scouts asked him to do. He ran drill after drill, sometimes a second or third time, using a different technique. He didn't necessarily kill any single drill, but what he did do was display the ability to take instruction well and a great ability to adjust to different scenarios. He's a defensive back I can see playing any role in the secondary with some aptitude. We'll just see how the team plans to use him come September.
The Browns are now on the clock. All right, let's go to Adam Schefter, who's got more on this pick.
It's no surprise seeing him get drafted at this point, considering he was one of the hottest running backs in college.
Before this week's game, make sure to install your game plan. Don't forget, work on installing your game plan prior to this week's matchup. Make sure your squad's ready to fire on all cylinders by prepping this week's game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. This is the last opportunity to resign your players, or they will become free agents. All combine stats such as the 40-yard dash are now available in scouting. Check it out.
The Bills are now on the clock. Pick's been made. Let's go to Adam Schefter to hear more about the player.
There have been a few Heisman-winning quarterbacks that become NFL stars, but most of the time, they've been labeled as busts. He fits that same mold of boom or bust, having all the physical tools to win big in college. The question will now be, how does his play translate to the next level? One thing's for sure, the guy knows how to lead a team through adversity. That's a skill every coach wants to see out of his signal caller. Let's see if Mr. Heisman will develop into Mr. Franchise.
The Giants are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. All right, team is now off the clock. Adam Schefter, can you tell us about their newest player?
He's a durable lineman who set a team record for consecutive starts, never missing a game throughout a decorated 4-year college career. Ross Tucker praised his footwork leading up to the combine, where he did not disappoint, solidifying his position as the draft's top offensive line prospect. He has the potential to be the cornerstone of this offensive line for years to come and should provide consistent protection for a franchise quarterback. This is a great pick.
Ravens pick is in. Let's go to Adam, who has more on Hopkins.
He's the type of wide receiver that several scouts believe could be the next all-time great. His performance at the College All-Star Game further supported this belief, hauling in double-digit catches and ending the day with 4 touchdowns. Draft experts praise him for his pure athleticism, but some have questioned his work ethic. Matt Miller was one of them, feeling that when the game comes so easily to you at the college level and you are so gifted physically, you could very easily lose the mental edge needed to excel in the NFL. He should get plenty of reps in the preseason to prove his worth and see if he can live up to the lofty expectations that many have for him.
Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here.
The Jaguars have made their pick. Adam, what can you tell us about him?
It seems every year draft experts put more and more value into a player's 40-yard dash time. So in his case, running the slowest 40 among skill position players definitely caused some concern.
Get ahead on your preparations for this week's game by setting up your game plan. Before we go any further, make sure to install your game plan for your upcoming matchup. Before this week's game, make sure to install your game plan. You can improve your team. This is the last opportunity to resign your players, or they will become free agents. All combine stats such as the 40-yard dash are now available in scouting. Check it out.
The 49ers are now on the clock. Raiders have made their selection, and it's Holmes.
There have been a few Heisman winning quarterbacks that become NFL stars, but most of the time, they've been labeled as busts. He fits that same mold of boom or bust, having all the physical tools to win big in college. The question will now be, how does his play translate to the next level? One thing's for sure, the guy knows how to lead a team through adversity. That's a skill every coach wants to see out of his signal caller. Let's see if Mr. Heisman will develop into Mr. Franchise.
The Giants are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. Now that the Texans have made their pick, let's go to Adam Schefter to hear more.
Well, there isn't much to say other than this kid was born to run. He's the spitting image of his father, a nationally ranked sprinter in several major events and highly recruited by every major college. However, unlike his dad, he chose to pursue a career in football, and so far that decision is paying off. He may not be gold medal fast, but he has the speed and quickness to cause fits for the opposing team. He's the type of player you like to see out in the open field where he can make moves a lot of other players can't.
Don't forget, work on installing your game plan prior to this week's matchup. Make sure your squad's ready to fire on all cylinders by prepping this week's game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Get ahead on your preparations for this week's game by setting up your game plan.
I guess that doesn't want to play. Mm. Your titties are so big, you know that? Oh, fuck.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Eagles going up against the Giants.
Okay. Let's do this. I just stand.
Let's jump back into the action with this defense up against a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And we completely took this team, rebuilt it from every fucking position.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to retain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. Powers through. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Go for it.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening.
I hate playing in these snow games. I mean, it's legit because New York will get snow around this time of year.
They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. On 2nd down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall.
We're not going to fucking stop. You're not doing no offense?
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass. Incomplete.
Another good stop.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
You're gonna be a
nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Elliott puts this one through, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter of play.
Okay.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Thank
Never
God.
in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after
They're
him,
running
set
back on this play.
I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another
Oh, it's a fucking interception. Great.
Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys.
Was it 2 minutes?
Well, this offense has struggled. They have not scored yet. They trail. But a chance here late in the second quarter to try to get some points on the board. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line.
That's so weird. He's a left-handed quarterback.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, OBJ, come on, man.
Hit jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to
pull it in.
He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A red zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10. Ball at the 19. Wentz now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out
and my left tackle's out.
Tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
I'll call a timeout.
The defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They're just going to run it.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Nope.
Second goal.
What, are they going to kick the fucking field goal?
To take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now on
14 seconds. What the fuck?
As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away.
Now in a pretty difficult situation as this defense up to the task. Ball in the red zone. 2nd and 5.
Resume. We need a touchdown here.
Down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first.
I really need it.
throw here out of the gun. Eluding the
It's just running in with a quarterback. Did he get hurt? Someone hurt themselves. What did he fucking do? Hurt himself running?
It's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 20. And this defense in a little bit of a tight spot here. The ball is inside the red zone. Second down and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it?
So this offense now on the edge of the red zone at the 20. First and 10.
Look at this run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about
running
the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown.
There we go.
This defense in need of a
no
big
touchdown.
stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. So the picture becoming pretty clear here. The defense just looking for a stop because a touchdown, and they would trail on the scoreboard. They're hoping to preserve this slim one-score lead. Wentz now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now
Wentz get an interception or a pick. Yeah, you ain't throwing on the run, you fuck.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there.
Why didn't you intercept that?
Able to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
Let's just hit it right for the dagger.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt
get a touchdown right off the bat
because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this.
Oh my God!
They get to him back at the 40. Derek Barnett in there to take him down and to take us
to the
2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be a 37-yard attempt.
Yeah.
And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
All we gotta do is just get an interception or humble. We got it.
Lead here. See if they can do it. The ball on the offensive side of the field. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He'll look to throw. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 47-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. He's back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They'll look to throw. Hits his target. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Back to throw. Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To throw is Wentz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And he'll get up and strike it with 11 seconds remaining.
God damn it.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Once you better accept this wave, faggot.
And they're running with Hunter. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Getting into the playoffs is one thing now.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Before we go any further, make sure to install your game plan for your upcoming matchup.
Okay. Time to play the next round. After we're done with this rebuild, we're going to go over to the probably Fortnite or COD or something else. I might take a little bit off from streaming.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
We drop you in early on in this one. First drive of the game. The ball belongs to the New York Giants.
This will be your opening drive. That's good.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
You really fumbled that?
Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43. Just inside of 2 minutes for this offense. Second quarter. They've got the football, but on their own side of the field. And the Giants ready to come out now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact
Really need a
going on there, and
touchdown,
in the
man.
end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time.
I feel like if we make the Super Bowl, we're going to be probably facing
For sure. When you
Tennessee.
get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll set up a throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a big 32-yard play on third. Back to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Shepard.
Somebody got hurt. But ain't anyone on my team.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Hit the running back maybe on this play.
Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have...
He's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham from 4 yards. So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. Throwing on third, Goff. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Throw it away.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away.
Let's go for it. I don't think I'm going to make it 50-yarder.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll look to throw. And down he goes.
Holy fuck.
From the Rams defense. A lead change may very well be forthcoming as this offense in field goal range already and looking for more here in the fourth quarter. And now here's a carry heading left. No dice this
Nothing more than a 3.
Behind the line and taken down. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nothing more than 3.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for gone. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, gone. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Oh, he fumbled.
No,
you stupid
it's
fuck.
It's loose. And who's got it? The Giants.
All we gotta do is just
Gets ready to head back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and short.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in.
There it is.
Nobody there to
Come on, don't you fucking get caught.
20, touchdown, Giants. Will Fuller, 82 yards, and the Giants add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me.
Yeah, we should have it.
This defense hoping to preserve that 1-score, 8-point lead here. See if they can do it. The ball on the offensive side of the field. The Rams offense now making the way to take over. Gone. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you enter that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. To throw is gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
Man, that was
Two
close.
huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that
There
is
it is.
incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. So they stay alive.
Okay, on to the next game. 2 more games.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Before this week's game, make sure to install your game plan.
Okay, going against the Saints. Come on, hurry up and load, game.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to
We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here
Play
with
the
first
first
and
one.
10 inside the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now back to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They'll drop to throw.
God damn
The
it.
quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score.
Gotta get a
This offense
touchdown.
trying to get it in the end zone from the red zone, but right now they're focused a third down situation with 1 yard to go to get the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram taking it in. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that.
Hope we get the ball back in the second half.
As they try to get some momentum heading into the lockers.
So far,
here's the
it's
Giant
looking
offense
too
now
good.
as they get ready to take over here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle.
There we go.
20.
Good old Dede.
Touchdown,
Dede Westbrook.
New York. A big play there. 70. So time becoming an issue here late in this first half of action as we get back down to the field. And now out come the Giants. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time.
If I get one-on-one with Kobe, I might just take that.
It's that easy here. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And at the 7-yard
Oh my
line,
God.
the catch is made.
What?
Pass interference. Defense.
So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
Back to throw here. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space. And he's got his man.
There we go. Fade to OBJ.
Odell Beckham. A 1-yard touchdown. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Had the right idea there.
We drop you into the action here, neck and neck, tie game, 3rd quarter, 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop? Now a handoff here to his running back, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A field goal attempt forthcoming, and it's an important one here, no doubt, in the 3rd quarter of a tie ball game. Glennon. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 20. A gain of 32 that time. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. We drop you into a fourth quarter situation, tie game, hoping for a nice punt return here to set them up on offense. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They may go to the Super Bowl. It's looking pretty good. It's all the way down to the 2-minute warning.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC
Sucks we lost OBJ. He's probably going for the season.
Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Good thing I did get Goody Will Fuller.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Kick the field goal and get out of here.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout.
God, this running back's
That'll
good.
be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second and goal to go now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. So still 7 yards to go here on third down. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
One more game. Super Bowl time. Win this. That's a completed rebuild. Just worried about how long OBJ will be out.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
3 weeks. He might come back next week.
Minute to see how you can improve your team. Don't
Okay.
forget, work on installing your game plan prior to this week's matchup.
I kind of want to play with OBJ, so for this game I'll turn the injuries off. Does that mean he's back? Let's see. Yep, there we go. Some OBJ. Oh, I get my left tackle. Huh. My O-line gets that much better. Damn, this is a pretty damn good team, though. Play the moments.
Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a...
Just skip over my list. Just see what happens. Fourteen, damn, this game's close. There it goes.
So the task for this offense is preserving this lead. It's a tight game late, and the defense also, keep in mind, they do have 3 timeouts. They'll set up to throw, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags,
that's the game.
And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates.
If they don't go for OBJ, if this safety doesn't go, I'm hitting it.
They go play action here on first down.
Either way, I'll probably hit it.
Deep left side here.
OBJ, come on, man.
Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for the end zone. Time for a break. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Giants. A great effort
That was
there.
the best game.
Third touchdown of the Super Bowl. Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl
successful rebuild. So who's going to win the MVP?
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it. And they end this year just how everybody wants to
OBJ, I guess. He's my quarterback.
What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Okay. Well, that's it. All I'm gonna do is just I don't know. I think I might send to the off season just see who some of the free agents
Now
would
let's
have
take a
been.
minute to see how you can improve your team. This is the last opportunity to resign your players, or they will become free agents.
Oh damn, we would have had a hit at Von Miller. JJ Watt, Mariota, fuck. Would have been a free for all. Take your pick. Alshon ain't even a bad player. Jerry McCoy. Where's Dez Bryant? Nope, no Dez.
The Colts are now on the clock. 49ers just made their pick. Adam, what can you tell us about Douglas?
It's
Let's just
always
say
great to see a running
the
back win the
CPU would
Heisman. It's like a sign
draft
that
us.
the old ways of ground and pound having
Jeffrey Cap. And we got a right tackle, 76. Well, that'll be the end of this live stream.